Hello, so I want to show you the app I'm developing. It's called Fairtask and it's to manage the sharing of house chores, but it could be used for group work in general. So I using Supabase as my database, and also I'm using the authentication services. So I'm here using OAuth. You can log in with Google, or you can create your account with email and password. In this case, I'm going to sign in with Google. I'll enter with this account, and this is the dashboard. So here you are currently on the section My Groups. You can create a new group, let's say Clean People, and you can invite members. I did so that after you type 5 characters, the app searches the database for emails already registered, and they suggest, and you can add them here like this. You can also delete them, or you could add any email. It has some validation, but it's not perfect validation. Like this would pass, although it's not any known provider. Anyway, let's invite this friend here, and let's create the group. As you can see, the group Clean People was created. Just so you can see, this is the mobile version. This is for desktop. Let's just create another group so you can see another group. So it's a grid, and in mobile it's just one column. Okay, let's go to Clean People. And once you enter the group, you have here a group menu on the bottom. On desktop, this menu is on the left. So those are this is the navbar for the group. So you have settings, chat, statistics. I still haven't implemented settings and chat, but I already have implemented statistics. So far we don't have any tasks for this period. So let's create some tasks. So mopping the kitchen floor. You can assign this to members. So far I'm the only member because I invited another person, but this person didn't accept yet the invitation, and I will show you in an instant that they can accept. Let's leave it empty for now. Say 20 minutes, and the difficulty is 1.2. This is a multiplier. Basically, each task has a number of points, and the points are the minutes multiplied by the difficulty. And you can specify a deadline, which could be the last day of a month, or you could specify as the last day of a week. So this is a weekly task. Or you could be more specific and choose a day. Let's say I want this to happen on day 1, and I want to repeat every Tuesday. I have all those other options here, and as you can see, if I change the day, so 4 is a Friday, and I can choose repeat every Friday, or every 4th day of the month, every 1st Friday of the month. I have all those possibilities. Let's go back to day 1, repeat every Tuesday. I will create a task. Task was created. So here we have the whole month of August, and I'm repeating every Tuesday. On August, I'm repeating these tasks. We have 5 Tuesdays in this month, so I did so you can expand the task, so you can see more details about it, like the duration and the difficulty, who created the task, if this task is repeating or not, And here you can easily assign the task to some person. And you can also complete the task. Let's assign this to myself. And let's complete the task. Now if we go on statistics, you can see that during August, I did all the work, right? If you go to the first week, I did all the work because that happened in the first week. If we go to the second week, no tasks were completed. So let's go back to tasks. And let's see how you can edit a task. Let's see this one. You can assign to someone, you can change the name. So mopping the kitchen. Let's change its duration, change its difficulty. Let's save. So here you can apply these changes only to this task or all its repetitions. So let's say only this task. You can see only this one was changed, but if we want to, let's add some exclamation points here, and I want to save it for all repetitions. And as you can see, all of them now have the exclamation points. And I could also delete the task. I can delete only this task or all repetitions or this one and future repetitions. For instance, imagine you have past tasks that were completed already and you don't want to lose that data. So you only want to delete this task and the future repetitions. Let's delete this one. It was deleted successfully. Let's try to delete all of them. All repetitions. All of them were deleted. Now let's log out. Let's log in with my other user. Now you can see that we have an invitation. I was just invited to clean people. I can accept. Now I can enter the group. Let's create a task. So sweeping the living room. That's a task. Let's assign this to my friend. Let's give it duration. Let's say I want this to be the first week. I want to repeat every week. So we have here 4 tasks and they are all assigned to Lucas WMLs. And now we can assign like this one to me, then Lucas, then the other user, this one that is currently logged in. So now we split the tasks equally, so we have 1 task for each user, and we complete all of them. You can go to statistics. You can see that they are perfectly shared. Here you can change the period you want to see those statistics. And let's say I want to, let's say someone did more work. Updating. It's taking a while for the request. Okay. Now you can see lucas.codes.tutorials. He's done most of the work this month. But you can go to the first week and you can see the statistics for different weeks and for all weeks. And the same you can see for the whole year, for specific months or specific days. And the same thing about the tasks, you can filter them. Okay, so basically this is all I did so far. And I'm very happy with Supabase because one of the things I'm using is the trigger functions. Trigger functions are actually a thing from PostgreSQL. Basically, for instance, instead of having some of the business logic in my backend I'm using trigger functions to do some things, like, for instance, I create a new group, and when I create a new group, I have those members who were invited, right? So every time there is an insert on the groups table, I'm going to update the users. I'm updating the group invitations column. It's an array of invitations. So every time there is an insert on the group, I'm taking those pending members, and then I'm sending the invitation to the users. I'm doing that with a trigger function, so I don't need to have those request operations being made on my back end. So I can just create a function, and I make only one request to the database, and all the trigger functions will be processed, instead of having to make several concurrent requests and waiting all of them to finish and to complete successfully. I can delegate that to Supabase. So that's it. My tech stack is basically Next.js, and I'm not using any server-side rendering. My whole UI is client-side rendering because I'm using the app directory. There are several people complaining now about how the server actions, they have some bugs with caching, some difficulties. So I'm not trying to fetch any data with server-side operations. I'm doing everything on the client. I'm only taking an advantage of the API. So I'm using the Next.js API as my backend. For instance, I here have some validation. I'm getting the token. I'm checking if the user exists, and then I'm processing this request, which is the creation of a new group. So that's it. Let me know what you think of the project. If you have any idea of features that I could implement or things I could do better in my UI, I'm open to suggestions. Thank you.